Hello everybody, Reef Aquacult here. This is my two-bar rabbitfish that was obtained from Live Aquaria Divers Den, and it was produced by ORA from orafarm.com. And this is a rabbitfish. It's similar to a fox face. They call them rabbitfish because the mouths or the face resembles the way a rabbit's mouth looks. But he actually kind of has a beak. The beak is really cool because he basically grazes on algae all day long. And I just put him in the tank about a week ago. He was in quarantine previously to that, and he did very well in quarantine. So took him out. He basically spends all day grazing on the rocks and eating the hair algae. I was accidentally dosing nitrates when my nitrates were actually elevated. Oh, he just picked on the coral there. But my NIOS nitrate kit was telling me that my nitrates were like 0 or 1. So I was dosing some nitrates, and then I got the Red Sea kit, and it actually showed that that my nitrates were like 5 or 6, so they're a little bit elevated. And my refugium, I grow this sea lettuce stuff in place of Chaeto. I have Chaeto in there as well, but I try to grow a little bit more of this sea lettuce so that he can eat it. The fish don't like to eat the Chaeto because it's like real bitter and hard, and this is much more palatable for them. It also grows pretty quickly. In my refugium, it's currently outbeating the Chaeto by about 3 to 1 in the growth rate. So anyway, this fish grazes on the sea lettuce all day long. I tried to culture some red ogo for him, but he ate all the red ogo faster than it would grow. So I'm going to try to grow that in a separate tank because that prefers to grow under higher nutrients. But he'll eat pretty much anything. He's currently, looks like about 4 inches right now, and hopefully he'll be a good inhabitant. So I'm currently trying to get rid of this hair algae that I'm going to scrub with a toothbrush today. But my phosphates are reading a 0, and my nitrates are at 4 to 5, depending on which kit you're using. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But his mouth is, the fish's mouth is really cool. He'll kind of like just go up to the rocks and pick off of them. But he's got like a real strong beak there. So you could say it's like a rabbit or like more like a bird, I would say. But it's a beautiful fish. He's got some blue specks on the front. He's got those obvious 2 bars in the front from which he gets his name, and then his back has a slight yellowish color. These are venomous fish. Their spines are venomous, and that similar to a lionfish, if you touch them, it'll give you a pretty nasty sting, which is one of their main defenses in the wild. You can pair them. I tried to pair him with gold-lined rabbitfish from Biota. That was also captive reared. But this guy was picking on him a little bit, so I currently have them separated. The other one's still in the quarantine tank, and I'm trying to find a new home for him. Yeah, he's a very beautiful fish. He's going to get, probably 10 to 11 inches. Hopefully he'll live, 8 to 10 years in captivity. He'll tear apart any type of frozen food you throw in there. Any pellets I've thrown in there. I've got this Hikari Seaweed Extreme that he takes to town. He also loves the New Life Spectrum, just general pellet that they sell. So he also has the ability to change colors very quickly if you scare him, like he just did. But they'll change colors into an extreme camouflage, and at night he hides along the back of the aquarium, and he's literally so camouflaged I can't even find him unless I get a flashlight. But his colors will completely change. Once he feels comfortable, he can change his color back in just a few seconds to his normal color, which is pretty awesome to watch as well. So pretty cool fish. They can pick on LPS corals. You just saw him touch the Duncan coral there, so hopefully he behaves himself. I'll try to keep him well fed so that he doesn't mess with the corals too much. But as you can see here, he's going to town on the hair algae. Hope to follow this up in a few weeks to see if I can get my nitrates down with my refugium, and I've been feeding a little bit less, and I'll do a toothbrush to the rocks a little bit later, and then hopefully he can keep it at control so we can get some coralline to start growing in here. But that's the two-bar rabbitfish. Hope you enjoyed the video. In the wild, they're actually over harvested. The communities that they live in actually eat them because they're very delicious for food. So I would recommend against purchasing wild caught specimens. Biota has the gold-lined rabbitfish, and ORA has the two-bar rabbitfish, as you see here, that you can find on liveaquaria.com. So I would highly recommend purchasing a captive bred specimen, not only for their health, but also for protecting the environment. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I can keep you guys updated on the health and the activity of this beautiful fish here that also serves the purpose of eating your algae. So you guys have a good day. Reef Aquacult signing out. Later.